The federal government continues to face pushback on raising capital gains taxes. Yesterday it was doctors, and today cottage owners are speaking out.
Realtors say some owners will rush to sell their properties before the new rules take effect, leading to a glut of cottages on the market. Here's Pat Foran and Consumer Alert. Pat.
Nathan and Michelle, the federal government said the tax changes will only affect the rich, but many cottages are owned by middle-class families. Some realtors say they're getting calls from worried owners wondering if they should sell before the tax deadline. Owning a cottage for many is a piece of the Canadian dream. After prices reached record highs during the pandemic, they've cooled with rising interest rates, making buying a cottage more unaffordable. As new capital gains rules come into effect, realtor John Fincham has been hearing from angry cottage owners trying to make future plans.
Most of the calls that I'm getting are from people that want to hand their cottages down as opposed to sell them. They're pretty upset right now. I mean, they've been in the family for years.
If a cottage was purchased for $250,000 and sells for $750,000, the $500,000 gain is taxed at 50% for a taxable gain of $250,000. After June 25th, the first $250,000 is taxed at 50%, but anything above is taxed at almost 67%. In this case, the taxable gain rises to almost $292,000. Those with more expensive cottages could have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars more.
It doesn't really matter if they want to hand them down or they go to sell them. It's going to cost them a lot of money either way. And they're not necessarily rich folks.
This is a major tax increase, and it's going to affect a lot of people.
Tax expert Evelyn Jack says while some owners may consider trying to sell their cottages to avoid paying additional capital gains, she feels families should not rush to make such a big decision.
Rather to err on the side of proper planning, getting the family together, making sure that the cottage passes to the right people in the family, for example, all are important considerations.
One silver lining could be if you're thinking of buying a cottage, Fincham says prices could drop by as much as 5 to 10%.
I expect an uptick in listings in the next, month and a half for sure. And it'll probably lead to a little bit of price erosion because there's already a lot of listings.
And it's recommended families with cottages get professional financial and tax advice before making any decisions. There may be ways to transfer a property or reduce the amount of tax you have to pay. On your side, I'm Pat Foran.
If you have a consumer story idea, email us at alert@ctv.ca.